So, can you tell me your name, where you come from, and what you do for a living, please?
Yeah, I'm Lynn and I'm from Sheffield and I'm a police officer.
Fabulous. Tell me, please, a bit about your journey before working with us. What had you done? Where were you? What led you to
Um,
come to us?
I've done, as an adult, I've probably done every diet that exists. Apart from Weight Watchers for some reason, I don't know why I've never done that. I've probably tried every other one and probably invented a few myself. Done meal replacements, Slimming World. Um, I actually signed up as a consultant. You don't know this. I actually signed up as a consultant for one of the shake companies so I could get my products cheaper. I never sold it to anybody else. That is the saving grace. I never peddled it
Okay.
and would never use it again. Um, I've joined different groups. There was one in particular that looked more at trying to get you to eat intuitively, which for me, unless you go through all the process of learning how to do that, it's like taking an alcoholic to a pub and saying drink responsibly. You
Yeah.
can't you can't eat intuitively
Yeah. The missing
if
part. The middle
if
part's
you've
missing.
not done that building up bit. Um, so yeah, tried probably everything. Um, I wouldn't say like a lot of the ladies on the group, and a lot of the people you see doing these interviews say that they're at rock bottom, they feel really low about themselves. I can't honestly say that. Um, but what I can say, I'd probably resign myself to the fact that I'm overweight and I'm big, and that's it. That's me.
And what led you to start
I
working with us? How did you find us?
I saw it was at the time where you were doing the 5 day challenges.
Okay.
So I joined the bigger group, as I view it, seen the 5 day challenges, went on that and lost, was it £4 or £5 I lost on the
Yeah, it was
five
quite a
day
lot in
challenge.
5 days.
Um, Impressed with how that worked because it seemed to happen without too much work. It needed commitment, but not the sort of work I'd done previously. Because when I've tried to lose weight before, it's been very restrictive diets, lots of cardio, and running. Lots of cardio. It's hard work when you're overweight, and
Mhm.
you're losing a few pounds for a lot of work. Um, Lost the £4 or £5 with nowhere near as much work as I've previously done on it. So had a chat to Emma, a bit reluctant at first to join, because on the face of it, you're not offering anything that other groups don't offer. And it's only when you get into it that you realise that you are offering a lot more because the process is completely different. You're not just saying, oh, that's why I wanted the laptop.
Yeah.
You're not just saying don't eat this and eat this on this day, do this, do this, do this. You're just getting people to change completely. It's a weird and wonderful process that unless you're in it, it's difficult to fully explain. But
Oh, it is quite difficult to explain. I agree with you there, actually.
yeah,
So
because I
tell
think with
us,
all the ones where you're told don't eat this, have your calories at this, do this, do this, do this, you get given a set of rules at the start of it,
yeah,
um, which is probably the big difference.
yeah, the
You're
novelty
not
runs out
given
quite
a set
quickly
of
there,
rules
doesn't
at the
it?
start of it. It's very gentle how
Yeah,
you're brought into it all.
great. So the big question then, tell us what you have achieved since joining and in what time frame.
Right, in
Drum roll,
my
please.
in the 90 days, I lost 22.5 pounds. I lost 19.25 inches, and that's included losing it round thighs and upper arms, which I never really lose inches from, with other methods that I've tried. Um, the non-physical side of things, I've been conquering a few fears. I've done Go Ape. Since the end of the 90-day challenge, I've dangled off a bridge doing abseiling, which I'd never thought of doing before. It just came to me one morning and I booked it and it was fab, and we'll be doing it again. I've done quite a bit of running before, but haven't done it over the past few years. So I've entered a 10K event. As a family, we are doing a 5K inflatable run.
Nice.
And since the end of phase 1, I've booked to do a half marathon next year because somebody planted a bit of a seed. I've done the Great North Run a few times, but that was years ago, and always said I probably wouldn't do another half marathon, but somebody planted a seed, I watered it, and next year I will be running 13.1 miles round Hull.
Yes, you will, baby. And last one, how many dress sizes?
I've 2, we think, because the dress size I was wearing when I started, I was probably the size above it, but in denial and didn't want to buy the bigger ones.
Yeah.
So it's difficult. If we measure the dress size I was wearing, I've gone down a dress size, but the dress size that I should have been wearing, I've gone down 2, and the next size down I can now get in, not comfortably yet, but I can get in, fasten, and still breathe for a while.
Fabulous.
So at least 2 sizes.
Amazing. What have you enjoyed the most?
The surprising changes that I've seen in myself, things like that, just deciding I'm going to abseil, the improvement in mental health, because I've struggled previously with mental health, and I've said before, at times I don't recognise myself, how I'm reacting to things. I'm a lot calmer. At times in the past, I've had quite a fatalistic view about things. If something was happening and there was a chance of it going either way, in my mind it would go the negative way. Things would be bad, which I'm the complete opposite. An example, this last weekend, there was a bit of confusion with a lateral flow test that I did. So for nearly 48 hours, because of some confusion with the NHS system, they couldn't tell me whether I'd tested positive or not for COVID. If that had been last year, I would have been in a real state. This year, I viewed it as an inconvenience. I couldn't get the steps in that I should have been doing, so I did a double workout in the home gym that
that you've built since joining.
Yeah, so just viewing things completely differently.
You're penetrating my stone cold heart here with all the changes. You've truly been such a dream to coach. Now, just in the interest of time, I'm going to skip to our last question. Yeah. What would you say to anyone thinking of working with us here at Team EMW?
The obvious thing now is just do it. I understand anybody who's cynical about doing it, but have a phone call with one of the coaches. There's no commitment until you decide to commit. Speak to them, see what they can do for you. Everybody's great to work with. The group on Facebook, all the ladies who are doing it are fantastic as well. Yeah,
just do it.
Do it. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Lynn. That was lovely. Thank you. So that was a really, really, really nice way to summarise all of your amazing achievements, and just I hope you know how proud I am of you.